Hey, good morning and Happy New Year, everybody. I just finished up a 1 mile walk on New Year's Day in Michigan. Go believe it, it's 32 degrees and was a decent walk. Anyway, I have started a no spend pantry challenge this month with a group I'm with online. And I thought I'd just kind of give you some of the basics. I'm not planning on buying any food for humans this month. And then in February, I'm going to do a very limited budget month because I want to use up some of the things that I have here. So I will just go through some of the very basics. I'll show you kind of a rundown at the end of each week, what I figured out what to make, and just kind of keep you in the loop a little bit. Let me show you basically what most breakfast is going to be for the next couple of weeks. All right, my breakfast, I really don't eat breakfast hardly at all. I usually eat my first meal sometime around 11 or noon. And I have 2 of these left, which usually get me pretty much through a week. Yogurt, and then I like to put some of the granola in there. Unfortunately, it looks like they have stopped making this particular, the fruit and nut one. They clearanced it out at my Walmart. Can't find it. I have the last 3 boxes or 4 boxes that are in stock. So I'm going to be really sad when that's gone. But I'm not going to go through breakfast every day with you unless I do something different, because the majority of the time, this is what I have for breakfast. Right, doesn't look like much, but that is breakfast for the majority of the days. Okay, you guys, the challenge barely started and I already forgot to record what I was eating today. Well, for kind of a snack between lunch and dinner, I had 2 caramel cakes and some peanut butter. And then for dinner, it was quick and easy. I had some kielbasa and pierogies. So I had 2 pierogies, and then I had about a half of one of these, and then the guys ate the rest. I had a little bit of ketchup on my sausage and a little bit of sour cream with my 2 pierogies. So that was pretty much what I've eaten today. Didn't get a lot of vegetables in, but I'll make up for that tomorrow. I don't always eat a huge amount of vegetables every day, but I did go through the refrigerator and I have some spinach I picked up a couple days ago. So I'll be using that, making some salad type stuff. And let's see what else. I don't know. There's a few things in there, and we'll take a look at that and come up with something fresh and new for tomorrow. I thought we'd do a quick scan of the refrigerator, and I'll show you basic stuff I have in here. My daughter gave me all those little yogurts, and I have 3 of the Great Value light vanilla. I thought I had 2 and I have 3. I have some cashews back there. You know, your basic condiments. There's some hamburger buns, sour cream ranch dressing, olives, Parmesan cheese, my homemade syrup. On this shelf, there is some leftover manwich, some riced cauliflower, mushrooms, lunch meat. That's my nephew's for him at work. That's my ham lunch meat because I like ham a lot. Eggs I never run out of because my chickens lay them. That's a bowl of cat food. Some cauliflower, ham, and my spinach. There's some prunes back there. I like prunes because they're sweet and tasty. All of those carrots belong, except for one bag belongs to my nephews. And that's my brother's. I'm trying to avoid it like the plague. And I have a cabbage to use up. And then this is cheeses. Oh, Nick bought more mushrooms. He's doing some, I don't know, he's weightlifting and stuff like that. So he buys his own food. And then, you know, basic stuff in the door. There's some jelly and pizza sauce and lemon juice and, you know, your basic condiments. So that's what's in the refrigerator. I want to use up first, so I'm concentrating on those. And then this is my freezer. My outdoor freezer broke, so I had to make everything do here. Just give you a quick peek. I'm going to try to use up as much of this as I can so I can start restocking with fresher stuff. I do have quite a few of my own mushrooms. I don't know why my nephew keeps buying them, but it is what it is. Now I'm going to tell you, I have a no spend challenge. My nephew's going to buy what he wants to buy. He likes the chicken. He bought all those carrots. My brother bought the pierogies that was supposed to be for Christmas. I was out of town. And then we have a huge bag of broccoli there. And this is some of that sausage. I think, oh, that might be zucchini. But I have a bag of sausage in here I had to cook up. Got plenty of butter. I always keep lots of butter. And then he bought a thing of sliders for himself for New Year's. But anyway, that is the refrigerator and the freezer. This could be a little more difficult to see at night, but I have a lot of my own canned goods. Lots of tomatoes, apple pie filling, let's see, some pears and apple pie, apple stuff. As you can see, quite a bit of apple stuff. So I have vegetables, I have tomatoes, and I didn't do a whole lot. This is all jellies in here, different jelly or jam. My base pantry, and more rice cakes, there's some pasta. That's all the stuff that we don't use a lot, like, you know, salt and baking powder and things like that. And then we have more pasta. All these things are my nephew's. I don't count those because I can't stand tuna, can't stand fish. And then I have some cereal. And then we have other pantry stuff. You know, I have my oils, my olive oils, basic canned goods. I like to use the box milk because I don't use a lot of milk and it tends to go bad. Let's see, my brother likes brownies, so he buys lots of brownies. And then I have other basics. There's some oats and other more long-term storage. It's a bunch of rice back there. These containers here are flour, and the top one is sugar. And then I have, that is full of dog food, and that's the rest of their dog. It's going to be hard to see, but this is basic other baking supplies. I put my flour and sugar into smaller containers, and that's baking powder, baking soda, that kind of stuff. This is kind of a mess over here. We've been doing some construction, so you'll see bits and pieces. I keep anything that I only want 1 or 2 boxes out that the mice can't chew through. So I have like cereals and pastas, and then I have, like, you know, the helper meals, and that box is just overflow stuff. So that is pretty much all of the food I have in the house, except, I'm going to dig it out to show you yet, but behind the books on my bookshelf, I keep some emergency supplies, and I have at least, I think there's 7 days worth of meals tucked up on the shelves behind the books. And it would be something like, you know, a canned pasta type, like ravioli, something you can make really easy for a quick meal if, you know, you needed some emergency food. All right, I believe that is most of what I have. This hasn't been opened yet. My brother just bought it. And I just need to figure out what I'm going to do with everything. Hopefully one of these days when I get a little bit less, I will inventory everything. But, you know, I just kind of wing it when I cook. I don't make pre-planned meals. Like I said, my breakfast is going to be very basic. It'll usually be the granola and oats. Sometimes I'll have an egg and toast or toast and jelly. You know, my breakfasts are really base. And then whatever I'm cooking for dinner. I will not include any of my nephew's stuff that he purchases separately, although he does eat most of what I cook for meals. He'll eat the things like chicken patties and the tuna and things like that when he's at work, so I won't use that anyway. Anyway, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. Maybe you can join in, even if it's only for a week. And you guys have a wonderful day.